Yeah, this is working. I hope so. Hopefully. I don't see myself yet. I'm coming here. All right. Hello, guys. Episode 45. It's been such a long time, 2 months already. But I hope it's worth the waiting. We have tons of new things for you to discuss. And I know maybe for some of you guys will come like unexpected because I haven't announced this. I haven't announced this coming back. And probably until now, everybody was like, did you quit? Did you stop doing this or what happened with you? No, I haven't quit it. I just moved offices. My office and my company just went a little bit bigger, and now we have a lot of projects to take care of, and there's a lot of stuff to do. So basically, less time for me to do the streaming, but I'm still doing the hobby. I'm still doing everything like we used to, and actually it's pretty much more and a lot of action extra. I have now with me two very kind and beautiful friends of mine. We have Etienne to the left, and we have Christian to the right. Hello, my dear friends. It's been such a long time since we've been online, and it's been a long time since we got to chat a little bit about life and you know what's going on with you and how's everything going. Uh, I can see some of my students that probably still have me on their subscription, and that's very nice because everybody should subscribe to this channel and click the little bell and get notifications when we start the live. So guys, say hello to everyone. uh, we are live right now.
Hello, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello. uh, it's a very, let's say, it's been 2 months, so there's a lot of stuff to be talking about, and pretty much I will just start with asking this gentleman about what they have done lately. What's their hobby life now? How's everything going with them? And see what they've been up to. I'll also tell you guys things we've did. And yeah, we have Patrick with us right now, and I know Christian is sharing this all over the internet. Hopefully, we'll have the link also to Facebook. Let's see if I can share it on Facebook as we speak right
It's
now.
already done. It's already done.
All right, all right, all right. And distribute. I'm just hoping I'm not going to distribute to the church because that will be a little. All right, all right, all right, all right. Now we have it. Now we have it. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. Episode 45. So yeah, it's been a while, and it's on Facebook. It should be on Facebook. It is right now. All right, cool. So after that, so after we'll tell you what we've been talking about and what we've done, we're going to talk about Super Smash Flames because this is the main event we've been all working on. The entire Europe has been working on this event, and hopefully it will happen. And I'm pretty sure it will happen as Switzerland is still a safe place to go to. Uh, they don't have so many floods there, or I hope they don't. Etienne
Now that
will tell us about that, and after this we will talk about all the new books, all the things we've been up to. I will tell you the outcome of our qualification tournament, which actually decided the same team that we kind of meant to come to the Super Smash Flames. Christian is going to tell us what the Danes have been
The
up
Danes, yeah.
have been
Cool.
up to. We've been playtesting some of your lists. They're quite interesting. Also, Etienne's lists, I really like it, and
yeah,
I can see some similitude there with French lists and stuff like that. And then we have a very beautiful ending by Christian himself, an anecdote. What is it going to be about, Christian?
Well, I can tell you it's about World War II.
All right, perfect.
It's gonna
Keep
be
up,
a
keep up.
cliffhanger.
All right, keep up the cliffhanger for the end, and let's see how it goes from there, guys. Let's start with Christian. Christian, what have you been up to lately? What did you do lately? How are things with you? All okay, I hope.
Yeah. I just finished my sixth semester and my practical exam because I'm, as you know, studying to become a registered nurse and planning on going back to the army because I used to be a medic there on a field hospital. So I passed the exam with flying colors, good grades and everything. So now
Congratulations.
I'm clinically approved as a nurse. So in the autumn, I'll be doing my bachelor and then I'm done. So past 2 weeks, I've been working at the garrison within the army.
All right.
And I had a lot of time to paint because now I don't have to do homework and stuff. So when I'm off, I can just paint.
All right.
And right now, I'm enjoying my vacation, sitting and painting for the Super Smash Flames tournament. And we've been playtesting a bit and just finally getting some time to do some hobbying because it's been a bit stressful during the exam period.
Exactly,
Like that, so.
this is one of the reasons we kind of stopped chatting with friends because everybody went crazy with exams and work and stuff. I had to close some of to end my students' final grades and stuff like that, and it was quite a stressful period because everybody wanted straight tens or A's, whatever the grading system you're using, and not everybody was there. So I had to help them a little bit, because that's what you do when you are a good teacher. You try to help your students become what they wish to become.
Yeah, but the thing that really got me the most was that I got some really good grades, a good grade for my exam, but the thing was all the staff at the surgical ward where I was having my internship, they gave me a good review and told me afterwards that they could see me as a future colleague, and I got a lot of good feedback from especially the head doctor of the ward, when I supported him during surgery and stuff like that. So that means a lot more to me than a grade on a piece of paper, because when you hear it from maybe future colleagues that they find your skill level good, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
So now it's good. I can put on a tournament that we have a nurse in case of any emergency.
Yeah,
exactly.
Helge is a doctor. The Danish captain is a doctor. And
he's already a doctor. Exactly.
Perfect.
But we have a nurse now because here in Romania, for example, you have like large events, like weddings and stuff. You need to have a practicing nurse at the station to take everybody's measured temperature and stuff. And now we have one. Plus the doctor to treat everybody else. All right. And you, Etienne, I know you've been busy with the tournament and everything, but did you had any time to go play test anything or do some new lists or things?
I will copy also because I had exams. I've started again also university for a master.
All right.
So I've been practicing for the exams, and I did also really well. So I'm happy with the results. And now I'm focusing all on the event.
All right.
That's it. Not in a long time. Huh?
Exactly.
In 2 weeks, you're there. You're here.
Exactly. In 2 weeks, I'll be there, hopefully, and everything will be like finally get out of for some action and do some stuff. I still have a lot of things to paint. I showed you guys before the live. I will not show them on the live because then I have Christian showing us what he painted and what he's been up to, and that will shame me a lot because I cannot match him into painting, but I will sure kick his ass on the battlefield. All right, guys. All right. Let's start to talk a little bit about what is going to happen at Super Smash Flames because not many people are watching us live right now. But this video will be on Facebook, on Super Smash Flames Facebook. So basically, anything you want to tell us, the guys will come at this at this event. Tell us now. How is it organized? Are we gonna have food? Are we gonna have special Swiss nights? I wonder what those are. And of course, if our better halves joining us for the tournament will have anything to do.
Exactly. So basically, we're opening the room, the venue on the 5th in the afternoon. So basically, it's just build the room, build the tables, so the 24 tables. Then the evening we'll go to eat in restaurant with people that will be there or at the hotel. So I will provide an address. So it's going to be easy food for the first evening. Then on Friday, opening, I would say 8 o'clock in the morning. I will bring some breakfast to sell, and we'll have coffee and all the stuff that you can have. Sandwiches will be also provided. So we will have like a little shop on the place. So you can buy things if you're hungry and you want to eat more than what we will provide for lunch.
Also,
Basically,
if I can interrupt you, and I'm sorry for that, we'll also have some T-shirts and maybe cups, And yeah, I'll try to work on that, and hopefully people will like them. And if somebody needs to change their shirt during game time,
yeah, why not? and yeah, but after for the food, nearly 95% of the teams have taken the food. So basically, it's two times a battery that will provide really good food for the lunch. And last time will be a Thai kitchen. So I hope people like something Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So this is for the food program during the tournament. Outside that, we wrote about Friday night to go out in Lausanne, so the big city near the venue. So this I asked to provide a subscription just to have places in Lausanne in somewhere. Otherwise, we just go random and go to the center. On Saturday evening, we will provide you guys a special Swiss night with the traditional melted cheese. So it's called raclette. So it's going to be doing like the official way with the big stuff, and yeah. So I think most of the team will join the event. It's going to be at the venue where we will have the lunch. So it's going to be like a party with also Swiss white wine and Swiss beers and stuff like that.
Nice. That sounds very interesting for me, who I'm like a starving mammoth when at the tournament. Yeah, it's just like I'm eating all the time because once it's a lot of energy during game, and then you're in a new country. I have been to Switzerland before, but I haven't stayed for a lunch or stuff like that. I just visited someone there and went back off to Belgium.
And yeah, and you introduced the ladies' day. So if you come with your half, basically I will ask my wife to bring our girls to places that the girls like.
Shopping.
So I don't know if they want to do shopping, if they want to do sightseeing, if they want to do Instagram stuff, I don't know, with pictures. So maybe if they want to go to Montreux, to Lausanne, like the nice places near the lake. So it's open. We have one subscription at the moment. So I don't know if there was other girls or women.
Yeah, I think probably it's just because it's so new. So probably during the weekend, people will sign up, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, we have 2 girls coming with the Romanian team, and probably they will both go for this day trip. Although my lady is summoned by the guys in my team, they said that I'm an animal if she's not around me. So she'll have to be at the table next to me, calming me down and saying, you're gonna have this, relax and just make it enjoyable for everybody.
Whenever I'm playing Tio, I want to distract her, like, look, shopping stuff. Then she
Exactly.
can leave the table.
Right, you're
We're all
right.
mental.
Sometimes. I
So
I tried to do a live stream once with the game at our hobby shop, and then the level of mature language happening was so high that I had to stop the live streaming because it was too tense.
Yeah. But when you have an opponent and they start to swear and curse, you know they're losing.
Yeah, exactly,
And when you have
exactly.
them, you just have to twist the dagger.
Exactly.
Otherwise,
All right, Etienne, tell us. Helge is with us in the chat, and he's asking, "Well, we're gonna dip things in a bowl of cheese. What about Corona stuff?" So tell me, what's the current status of access requirements for people coming into Switzerland?
yeah. So basically, what we provide to the captain is to download the app, Reopen Europe. So from your country to Switzerland, you have all the things that you need to have. And at the venue in Switzerland, we have this change at the moment. I don't know if they will change between now and the event. As we will be all vaccinated, or with the COVID pass, or with the PCR test, will be allowed to not wear masks. If people want to wear it, then it's good. But officially, it's now okay to do so.
All right, that's very good. That's very useful information.
The for the food, as Elga asked, is not cheese fondue, is raclette. So it's individual things that we will. I don't know if we can you maybe put on the link what is raclette, what raclette is, official raclette. I will send you a link.
Send me on WhatsApp, and I will try to put it on the chat and for everybody to see what raclette is. I don't know what raclette is, but hopefully it's something involving cheese.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What
there was
you're
a lot
saying,
of
Etienne, is like you'll do an introduction, you and Fred probably on Friday, with all the practical stuff. So everything is like fresh in memory, and then people just need to be, cautious about
exactly
how they behave. Yeah, and then I think everything will be just
exactly. The thing is like to not wear a mask and play with distance. This will be possible, as we will not pack it into one each other. So this is something that we will provide at our best. But the thing is, I had the question with the food in between, so I know that people will go to the food in team. So this is not a big deal, but they will mix at one point. I mean, we're human, and this is life. So the thing is, the Swiss law says at the moment, if everyone are negative, then you're not you can hug, you can
I'll be
socialize.
I also
yeah. The thing is, I will also provide some disinfection things and stuff like that. So yeah, to hug is not a problem. To wash the hand is something good. And also one thing that I will remind during the tournament is just to keep the toilets really clean. Not sorry for Serbia, but not as we seen in Serbia. That is not possible to live with such kind of things.
We also had people playing with monsters there. So basically,
but basically we will provide some cleaning stuff. So this is something that I will ask. Is also to maintain the cost low, as I don't have someone that clean every hours the room, because it's going to be put on a budget like really high.
You gentlemen are army stuff. and Lud also, and like I know probably 3 guys are from the army. I think you can organize something like if you're not respectful, you should wash the toilets with your toothbrush or something like that rule.
You have an excellent idea. If there is problems at the tournament,
Exactly.
instead of receiving a warming on the game,
Yeah.
he go down, he wash.
Yeah, you go and
then
wash
go
the
back to
toilets. Exactly.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
you have
really
sanitary duty.
Do some sanitary duties, and then you'll see everybody behaving, and everything you'll be nice and safe. All
Yeah.
right.
Scott is saying that we don't have 40k players,
Yeah.
so everything will be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We don't have these people playing with monsters and stuff with us anymore, and that's good. From some point of view, okay, bigger events are always a lot more entertainful, let's
Exactly.
say.
Hopefully,
But
DCC will be back next year. We'll see.
yeah, hopefully we'll have ATC back next year, and everything will be back on track with everybody, with all the crazy people running around us in Scott's skirts and things like that. And yeah, all right. Let me ask you some questions regarding lists and regarding how the tournament will take place and everything. Um, we currently have 12 teams that are registered, and they are all accounted for. Everybody paid, I think, or should have paid.
It's
And
done. It's good.
is done, it's good. Do you have any backup people that could maybe intervene in case if something goes wrong with one or two?
So at the moment, we needed to finish the last team, so the mercenaries team. I put myself and Rafael on the team. So I know that we provide the list a bit later because we were not supposed to play. So this is something that and it was the list that we were testing a bit with Rafael. So basically, Rafael and myself will play some games, and we have some random player that will just come one day or two, I don't know, that from Switzerland, but are not like excellent. So they will have a coach.
All right, that's
The thing
perfect.
is, it's just to have the 12 team set up.
All right.
So basically, we have only one last person who can take
Available.
over a place.
Or
So
we,
it's myself.
all right, or we can go to the ladies' bank and
Exactly.
pick one from there to roll some dice at a point. All
No,
right.
the last player available is myself. And also other people that we have in Switzerland, they don't speak really good English and are not willing to come and join a big event with all the pressure that can with
Well,
it.
you can tell them.
It's a competitive event. That's
Yeah,
what-
you can tell them we're pretty friendly.
I know. I know.
Well, normally I think it is competitive, but I think everybody is showing good sportsmanship
Yeah.
at the ETC. I haven't met like someone that are really like awful.
Yeah. The thing is, we try to provide the best easy way to work on the list and stuff like that. We had some issues, I have to say, with list because we tried to correct it with Fred, who did a really huge job with those kind of things. And we there were some problems that came up. Thank you for the Germany captain and also the US captain and NATO captain that took a lot of time to
Review the list.
Yeah,
exactly.
you know that usually I'm a list fan and I check lists and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, I haven't got any time to check all the lists. And thank you to everybody trying to put an effort into it. We also had an issue with one of our lists, and we changed it, and we're pretty good now. We should see how.
This team has big issues as well. So this was one of the main things. So with Fred, we decided to propose to change the list from the Göring to the Greyhound. So he changed the book itself completely, but it was like the heart of the list was the same with some differences.
Well,
then it was okay.
Going from Göring to Greyhound makes it a little bit competitive, let's say.
In the end, it was like okay, because the spirit of the list was maintained and was a goal. Because otherwise he has to swap to Armored Panzer Panzergrenadier to something totally different, and was not the point.
Exactly. So basically, I'm just gonna say what lists you guys like the most, and of course we're excluding ourselves because I know my list is the best, but we're excluding ourselves from this.
For my part, I wanted to do a list at the basic that the US has done, which I'm really fan. Is the one with the 10,000 million
Scout
cars.
cars.
Well, they're not 10,000; they're 60 and 3 Tiger
Yeah.
tanks, right?
I love this list.
I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it's a list that will do pretty much nothing against Churchills, which is plenty of that we've seen.
Yeah.
So
But
basically, everybody's running.
Imagine this list in defense.
It will
You
be
have
defense.
2 hours. You have 2 hours, 2 hours and a half to destroy 60 cars. With
That can
Churchill,
stay concealed on the ground at the objective, you know.
Exactly.
It's a no-brainer. Trust me. Watch me doing it. This is why I have infantry, you know.
You have infantry, they'll be mowed down by machine guns.
Never in their kangaroos. Never. Because they have like thick transport to get their asses to the enemy, and from there on, it's just an assault on a 5+, counterattack, and that's a win. That's a win. What are your favorite lists? I mean, okay, that list is pretty funny. Let's say, I don't think it will win many games, but it's funny and it will be very nice and interactful to play against it. So, Christian.
I like the defensive list, the British defensive list from Poland. I think it's really good. I think he utilized everything that is in the British arsenal to the fullest. And Michael is also a good player. He's also been on the chat before. And I think people will have troubles, getting through all that stuff, especially with all the 6-pounders and things. And with Achilles in support, and also the fact that he has, I think he has the FFI or the FTP card, but at least he can have some infantry for free on the table, alongside with the. I think he bought Monty's Iron Hands or Monty's Iron or something, the card that makes them 4+ in morale rather than 5+ from Warrior. So I like that list,
the bagpipes,
and especially when I know which
Highland
guy who's playing it. I think Poland is famous for skilled players, so I think that's my favorite list because I love playing the UK. And if I want to be playing the list I'm playing right now, I would definitely play Michael's list.
Yeah, it's okay, it's decent. The only thing I don't really like about it is the Desert Rats thing. And okay, they have the bagpipes, so they come at 4+, I think, something like that. But I don't know what to say. We shall see how it goes. My list doesn't have that much artillery, and that's the only thing I will be missing. But I'm not counting on that because I will have like I'm again the one who's gonna be sacrificed, let's say. So I'll be, you're such a big mouth and you're always bragging that you can beat everybody and stuff like that. We're gonna throw you away to the lions, and I will have to pick my stances and see how it go. So that's your favorite list, Etienne. What's your favorite list?
Actually, yeah, I've told you the American one, but another one that I found lovely, really, is the Valisilios list. He's playing
for NATO, right?
Elephants. Yeah, from Liechtenstein. He's playing elephants.
Yeah, I've seen that one. It's very nice. It's very daring. He's always doing this. He came to the
It's so cute.
to the Belgian. He came to the Belgian GT with
With Tiger.
tigers. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is for me. This is amazing. It's like I'm
Yeah,
a big
but
fan because of this. I'm like, okay, you're bringing like a little box with all your army in it, and you're like,
yeah.
okay, let's
But I
let's
also
lose.
think like the reason is it's Livio's list, right? The guy from Italy.
No,
Uh-huh.
it's
Yeah.
Vasilius. It's from Greece. He's from Germany actually,
So
but
Liechtenstein. Yeah,
yeah,
Liechtenstein.
yeah,
Okay, but
Liechtenstein.
I also think that Livio from Italy, he brought some elephants as well.
Yeah, we have.
Let's check
5
it.
elephants,
Ah,
I
yeah.
think.
He's
Yeah,
playing
but
3 elephants. Ah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He's good.
and I think the NATO teams are just bringing shits and giggles. So I don't hope that they'll get run over by all those competitive lists.
Well, it's gonna be in the end the way everybody plays it, because I'm counting on the fact that not many people had the chance to do many games, and hopefully we shall see how it goes in the end and how everybody is playing their lists to the best. I really like Helge's list, and it's a list I've played and tested, and it's a very good list. And currently, we don't have a huge response to that, but yeah, I've seen some flows with it. But other than that, it's very good. It's very good for defending. It's very good for maneuver. And if you're attacking with it, you should be not afraid of many things, let's say. I really like it. What I don't like, and I'm not really afraid of, are the Russian Churchills. I know my dear good friend here is bringing Russian Churchills to the game, and it's very nice from him to do that because we have somebody to clean up the mess. Because they're
Aggressive tanks, front number 8 is gonna be a field day for the Tigers.
it's gonna be for everybody. I mean, Achilles, they will have a blast, and they will love these guys, and everything else. Of course, Etienne, being a good player, he also brought some sappers to get along with
Yeah. Again, I've seen a lot of Russian Churchill's list, and hopefully the guys will utilize the terrain. They're not gonna go a straight line across the table and just be picked off one by one. So still, it's hard with the aggressive value on the tanks, but again, the Russians, the way they win games is not by slow playing it and working as a scalpel. It's more like a big club smashing
Exactly.
on one flank, and then you have a hard time removing all of those Churchills if he goes cross country and then follow me afterwards. He'll be in your face like in 2 turns.
Yeah, the trick with them is to pair them against missions that will finish after the turn 6. That is the trick, and that will be the thing that probably our captains will have to take care of, and
Yep.
try to do the pairings in such way that Russian Churchills get to play at least 6 turns to be able to win, because from then on everything is possible. Of course,
Yep. I just want to remind, we have the mindset, and this was funny because I didn't put any advice till I received the first list, and the thing is, the table will be not like ETC tables. It's going to be tables with full of sceneries, with full of trees, of rivers,
Hedgerows, yeah.
hedgerows everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, the last tournament we did in Switzerland with such tables, the 2 first leads were Americans with Recon Company.
All right.
Because it was not possible to manage to catch them on the 6+ in 3 hours.
And this is why we're bringing Americans.
Yep, and this it's just something that we have to take into consideration, because we will have some tables with cities which means that infantry will be in paradise.
Yeah.
And there will be also tables that will be only in fields. And this maybe the tanks will be happy to play on these tables because they will reach their objective without a lot of 80-14 against them. And Achilles will have to move and stuff like that. And this will change completely the game.
Exactly.
And you will see, you will surprise because the Achilles, two Achilles troops will have difficulties to reach with eight shots every turn. There will be more 4 shots each turn.
You know why people bring 2 Achilles list?
Mm-hmm.
Because one will get blasted by airplane.
Yeah.
And so they have a second one. They are like 3 airplanes in the game.
Oh yeah, so.
Not many have brought airplanes, but yeah, I have anti-tank 2 artillery 5 3 plus, so I'll pick them off. But the thing is, it's nice, like for people that have been at DTC before, like you two and I, you know that the A row at the tournament is always the best row with the most beautifully made terrain. And I think it's such nice for me to hear, Etienne, that you are focused on the aesthetic and actually make it like a tabletop Flames of War game and not some simulation on 3 doormats, a piece of cardboard with a tree on it, and then a road.
And
so I really love that, and it's I'm gonna have a good time down there playing, I think, especially with that news coming to me.
Me too, because I'm bringing infantry.
Yeah, this will change a lot because it's like friendly game with a lot of fields and stuff like that. The infantry can move, then they can bring something into the game, and just to inform, I have Markus Baumgartner, the Swiss, one of the Swiss player, who is bringing 8 tables to the tournament, and one of the table is bringing is D-Day Beach.
Right.
So this is like amazing. Really good looking stuff and stuff.
I can't wait to come and help you out with setting up the tables, because that will be pretty interesting to see how it goes from there. I'm convinced that everybody will be pleased, and I know that it's a custom that all the captains get to see the tables before the event, and they propose minor changes to the settings if they consider anything like being advanced.
Will there be? I just have one question, Etienne. Will there be any bocage? And in that case, will it be like it should be supposed to be like 1/4 of the table is only bocage?
I think we have one table bocage from Normandy.
There you go.
And it will be played as bocage, not just his rows.
So you said.
In my opinion, I will play as bocage because if it's one out of all the tournament, I will do it like bocage.
Okay.
All right.
Just state that for everybody beforehand. So
exactly.
It's a huge issue if it's bocage all over the table, it's all terrain, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will have one mid-world table. I know that is not perfect because it's North Africa. So this is I know that it's a good table, but it's North Africa table. So it's going to be the only bad table that I will provide.
It's an African table.
Yeah.
You know, we always had at our tournament qualifying tournament, we always had an Africa table. Especially we were thinking we're gonna play on an African table, and we need to get used to dunes and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we have
another
one
question.
Yeah.
What are you guys bringing as tokens or gifts for your opponents?
That's a surprise. That's a surprise. Surprise, yeah. I'm bringing T-shirts first of all, so everybody will be able to buy a T-shirt. There'll not be many, probably about 20. There will be. I think I have one here. So
is it T-shirts with chatting with friends too?
No, it will be with the SSF logo, and then it's gonna be like this, you know. And they're gonna have like a sign either here or on the sleeve. We'll have to see and check all on that. And it's gonna be like, if you want to have like a good memory, or if you just need a t-shirt to change, it's gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be too expensive.
But will you bring equipment for us to host
Yes.
the show at the event? Yeah.
Yes, basically, I'm announcing this right now. I will try to do every morning. We'll have a studio, let's say, and I will try to get some commentaries and people joining us on Facebook or on YouTube, on chatting with us and things like this. I will not live stream the games themselves, because
No.
that will involve me swearing a lot, and we don't want to hear that happening.
But Theo, we will like get the gang together. Me, you, Ludi, and Etienne.
Exactly.
Grab Michael from Poland and do a live show down there.
Exactly. We'll try to do like a studio where we discuss, for example, pairings. We could do that. Then now in the second day, third day, we can discuss standings and maybe predict who's gonna win, who's gonna not win, and see how everybody's doing, and maybe post some lists also and talk about this is how this list is performing and stuff like that. And
especially also the armies. You need to do armies on parade show where we showcase all the great armies that will probably come.
Exactly. So I'm coming by car, so I have all the gear with me, so it will be okay. Yes,
the thing is, we will provide you a studio. It's our room, so playroom.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a background of miniatures and stuff like that, with good internet and places that I will set up for you.
Perfect.
And the team.
Perfect. And we will see how it goes there.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Because it's basically I will have about 2 or 3 cameras. One will be for the studio, one will be for the room, like taking like a broad picture with everybody. But we'll discuss this off camera and see what we can talk about. Alrighty, so basically, Super Smash Flames, it will happen from the 6th of August till the 8th of August in a very nice place near Lausanne in Switzerland. I wish everybody joining us there safe trip, because next week I don't think I'll be streaming, because we'll have a lot of things to pack and everything to put together. But I will also try to get somebody from Battlefront to maybe join us there for the live stream, because I know it will be quite late, it will be late for them, because we'll start the streams in the morning, but maybe somebody could join us for a little chat and tell us, predict some winners, let's say, because we're gonna have maybe we'll have pick the winning team and do some like you do for sports, where you put bets on who's winning.
Yeah.
Like who's gonna win and who's gonna what list will get top players.
I can say also Battlefront sponsored the events with prices. So as you have, Christian, they provide us the same things
as
we have here.
Yeah,
exactly. And I've got a funny story about it. They sent us on the 16th of June uni.
Yeah.
And I could take them at the post office on the 22nd of July. No, the 20 was last week, so it was the 16th of July.
Yeah, because they didn't put the transport cost, right?
Yeah, they put it.
Oh.
But the Swiss custom thought it was gold.
Oh.
So, I got like 1,000 emails with them, and I was like, "What is your problem? Is prices for an event is sponsoring? I don't understand why you're taking so long to bring me this stuff." And they were like, "Yeah, there was something that is wrong with Battlefront and blah blah blah." They announced it the wrong way. And I was like, "What is the problem? It's written gold medal on it," and they say, "Yeah, this is a problem." And I said, "Okay." it was on Monday 12, and I said, okay, now tell me how much taxes I need to pay. I pay it, and you stop to do this joke. I'm fed up. And the guy told me, he said, oh, okay, we can deal something. So basically, it's going to be 900 euro.
What?
To pay. I was like, what? How much? And it was like 900 euro.
Well, how come they don't open it and see what's in?
Yeah. I said, I told you, open it and look. It's just plates, like random
Yeah,
plates.
it's a plaque. Yeah.
And they open it, and the next day I got it.
All right. That's a very nice one. It happens with the customs. Did you receive it from New Zealand or from England?
England.
Right, because from England it's very funny, and we can have like a special episode on deliveries from England and stuff like that. We had our order for.
Let's not go down that path because
Yeah.
it's just gonna annoy me.
All right, Christian. All right. let's keep that. All right, guys. So this is it with Super Smash Flames. Etienne, can you stay with us for like 30 more minutes?
I need to go because I have more stuff to paint and stuff like that.
All right.
But I can more 10 minutes more.
All right, because it's good to have 3 people having a chat. Of course, 2 is interesting, but 3 is like, enjoyable. What do you guys think about the new releases? Because when we stopped this 2 months ago, we had the Bagration Germans out, and from there we had 3 more nations out. And what do you guys think about them? What do you guys hope to see, and how do you feel? Yes.
Yeah, I'm just like your teacher, so I'm putting up my hand.
Right. Yes. Please, Christian, continue.
Yeah. Okay, joke aside. The thing is, we've been talking about, especially from your country, Theo, the Romanian lists, the new types of tanks.
All right.
That you can bring, which will crush the little car meta, because those new little tanks that you can bring are insane. So all the lists with scout cars and scout cars like from every nation will have trouble dealing with Romanians in those little tanks. I think it's R6 or what they are called, the ones with front armor 3.
Not the T-38s, the French ones.
Mm-hmm. R35.
R35, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I love this list.
Yeah, but it's brilliant, and you'll see them being accompanied by heavy armor alongside those little tanks.
Exactly.
And with it's brilliant, and it's good to shake up the meta as it is as right now, because then you cannot bring all your little cars, and then you'll have to bring bigger tanks, and then perhaps medium tanks will be a new thing, because if you're faced against Germans, all your little cars, which is your main formation, will be destroyed by Romanian tanks before you get a chance to think. And I think it's good. It's good for the game, and also obviously, as we talked about before, all the Srinis or how to pronounce it will be good. And I generally think that the new release Axis and Allies will change stuff a lot for the better. You'll see more variety on the battlefield.
That's for sure. We're gonna have variety. That's for sure. Etienne, tell me.
I was a big fan of Zenith before with the old rules. Now I have to say I will try to have like 3 of them units to have like a artillery support, but more of that I will not use them because I think they are too expensive for what they bring on the table. Personally, I've read a lot about Finnish. I love the infantry lists. I think this is something brilliant, and I've seen that we can join Romanian with Russian.
Yeah, that brings me to the Romanian Panthers. All right, continue.
Yeah, and this I think there is something that could be really, really interesting between Russia and Romania.
Very cheesy.
I know
Very cheesy.
exactly because the Russian needs to have something it on the 4+,
Exactly.
and this can be easily brought with the Romanian support.
Exactly. Anything from tanks to infantry, especially infantry, if you're taking defensive lists with one IS-85 or IS-2 and one Panther platoon, knock yourself out, you know? I mean, and then that's about it, because you can take IS-2s and Panthers on core formation and then get the Romanian support as well with those AT-13 cannons, and yeah. What can I say is like this: Finns, I never played them. I was afraid of them. I'm not anymore. They are
They're interesting.
my captain, who's like a big Finn army fan. He has like 2 armies. Said, "Damn, I'm not gonna be able to play my Finns for the next ATC, you know, because
Yeah, but again, you know, with let's say the little car meta continues, then you can feel some T-26 tank formations that can deal with all the little armor cars. Because if you're thinking about blue versus red games, yeah, I think they'll suck. But if you play blue on blue at the ETC, I think the Finns have some merit, especially with the T-26s, T-28s.
yeah, I don't know. I told you guys. I'm honest. I never played Finns. I don't know what they're all about. And it never struck me like they are a good army to have. But now, especially with the lack of anti-tank, cannons and things like artillery and stuff like that, it's very hard for them to defend an objective and to hold it. Then
I think with the German supply, you've got what you need to. If you need big 80, you bring big 80 from the German. I really appreciate the T-26 base, because you have something that is really cheap. You've got 5 T-26 for 6 points. They are careful.
Can you take 5? I think you can only take 3.
No, 5.
Are you sure?
5. Yeah, I've got the list in front of me.
All right.
And this is and you in HQ you have a T-34. This is for me. This is and it's T-34 with the 85 millimeters cannon.
Yeah. Those are nice.
So I think it's interesting. It's not the best army ever, but I think it's interesting. And you've got 3 T-34 with 85 millimeters cannon for 21 points. I think that they are like Cromwells. If you like to have speed and good anti-tank, they are something interesting. And I'm pretty. I think this list can be really, really interesting.
I'm just saying that my British armor reconnaissance will smack those T-26s away with their 50 cals. And
if you go head to head, but if you stay out of 50 centimeters, it's like if you play them correctly, I think they're good.
Yeah.
But if you just want to go, straight up, face to face and shoot out, then they'll lose. Yeah, of course.
Right.
Because also, if we talk about the infantry from Finland, I think they are better than German one, because they are like elite everywhere. And for basically 13 points, you've got Panzerfaust, you've got HMG, and anti-tank Panzerschreck. This is massive. And after you've got the special unit that I really love is Panzerfaust Close Defense Platoon.
Yeah, that's very good.
This is really funny, because for an ambush you have 5 Panzerfaust that goes out. I found this funny.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a good 80-12 that you can smash to a tank's broadside, and that's it about
Yeah.
it. Um, what about the Hungarians? I mean, first of all, our captain decided that we're not going to test any of these new lists because we're getting ready for Super Smash Flames. Focus on that. We didn't had these books for Super Smash because they came too late in June, and people were like, maybe we could have came up with a list or two, but things were not tested so well, and we decided that we should stick with this. And of course, if you watch the Flames of War Facebook, you'll see tons of questions about rule play anyway, and especially if you go into these new books, you have some teams that have some special characteristics, and they play a little bit off the grid, and basically you decided, guys, that we shouldn't include this, so we didn't test anything. But I played 3 times. Once was with you, Etienne, playing a Romanian tank list,
Two times
which
with me.
two
Two
times
times.
exactly.
We did 2 times.
On
Really?
Tabletop Simulator or what?
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
On at-home
No, it's
simulator.
different one. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
homemade. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's a 1-1 score, if anybody asks. So
yeah.
we'll not go into detail because we cannot provide you guys with more information regarding those games. But my Romanian Panzer Force was very strong up to a point where they have to take the 5+ last stand, and that's a very detrimental thing for them. The Hungarian Panthers, I don't really like them. I don't like
Me too.
this. I don't like the Srinis. Maybe take Tiger, or maybe take a Panther, but the 4+ morale last stand is not so good comparing to the
Yeah, but
normal
they have
Tigers.
what is it called, the Hussar rule, or Hussar rule.
Yeah, the follow me
Yeah,
rule,
it's follow me rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
So
is
they can be played quite aggressively. I would make them like an assault list.
Hmm.
Panthers are already
Utilize that.
Panthers are already
Yeah, but not the Panthers. I wouldn't bring Panthers.
all right. The Toldies, yeah, the Toldies are good. The
So
Turans
these,
are good.
these are good. Yeah.
The
I
Turans are
would
good.
bring. I would bring 2 tigers personally
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
probably something like that.
for
All right.
21 points. You got really good stuff, and with Toldi and Turan, you got a decent anti-tank little cars list that for me are really interesting and good tanks in the end.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, it's a good book. As Christian said, it's very good because it brings the diversity to the game, and it will bring a lot of diversity to the players who want to bring their Romanian armies, their, other popular armies to the show, and see how it goes from there. And hopefully, um, we shall see how it goes. We should see how it goes from there. I'm very trustful that things will be good, and yeah, we'll have diversity to the game, and this will bring us uh, like closer to the more of a historical game to have. I'm really
Mhm,
looking forward to the Bulge books
mhm,
myself, because I think they are what we are missing for the Americans, and
mhm.
unfortunately they are getting like delayed, and this is upsetting people, and it's upsetting me myself because
Yeah, but it's
I,
COVID.
I'm the yeah, I'm the American guy here. I like to play American lists. We have an American list for the Super Smash Flames, but we have it because it's a very good list that our friend Andre is playing very good, and I really like it. I got my ass whooped by that list twice already, so it's a good list. Then yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not expecting other than the big extra big cats from the German
Mhm.
bulge book, and then maybe see how how the British book will come up with new toys. But I'm expecting British to not be as good as they are right now, and maybe the Americans to get up to the level of the British Army currently. All right, guys.
I need to go. I need to leave you
All
to
right.
finish the stream.
All right.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for bringing SSF out on the net. Good
SSF
to have
is
seen you.
SSF is in our hearts and in our minds, and hopefully in 2 weeks from now we'll be chatting from Lausanne live
Exactly.
and telling everybody how we're feeling at the event, at the venue, and bring you guys like table building and other interesting stuff.
Perfect.
All right. All right.
So, thank you so much. Take care, everyone, and see you in 2 weeks for the people who have the chance to join us. And yeah, always open to reply to questions with emails and stuff like that on Facebook as well.
Perfect. Perfect, Etienne. Have a great evening.
Stay safe, Etienne. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.
All right, let me put my dear good friend up on the screen right now because we need to change the setting a little bit, and it's done. It's just the two of us now. Basically, we came up to the part where we talk about how are you guys preparing for the Super Smash Flames? What games did you play? What's your hobby been up to? What have you been up to? And how are things with you?
Are you asking me or the chat, you?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you and the chat, of course, if
Yeah,
the guys want to tell us.
Well, we've been practicing, obviously, and testing a lot. I pretty much had myself settled on my list and the way I play. And there, as you see at DTC, there's like 1,000 different versions of a scout car company for the British, but the ones or the units I brought for my list suit my playing style really well. We had more difficulty sorting out the other lists for the team, but our American list had also been, tuned and fine-tuned until the very last moment, and it suits Jesper, the guy who's playing it, really well as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Helge is bringing something that you already play tested against. Obviously, we've been play testing against some of the lists that have been released, and otherwise we've been play testing against ourselves, because to me it's more like you can, if you're a good player, as most of the guys are at the event, you can quickly, figure out what's his list about, what's all the little tricks and all the little shenanigans that it could do. So it's better to practice with your own lists, and then, obviously we played against each other just to get a feel of the game, and not forget, all the little details within the game, so you don't like make a brain fart during the tournament and completely forget about how direct smoke works and trying to utilize that for an assault, let's say. So yeah, and then it's like when you look at lists, you can sit there and talk meta all day, over analyzing it, almost getting into a paralysis with things that you see in the lists and how you should play them. But in the end, it all comes down to which mission you're playing
and what play
on
style,
which table you're playing.
Yeah.
And especially we focused a lot on the missions. And now when I hear that there's a lot of terrain at the tables, I think some of the missions will be hard for the defender when their reserves arrive. Let's say the ones where you get reserves in the attacker's rear. If there's a lot of terrain blocking fields of fire and things he has to move through before getting into position where he can actually threaten the attacker, that would be an issue. but especially the fact that you don't know which mission you're playing, like from game to game. At the ETC, we already know the games package or the mission
Exactly.
package, so you have to prepare for, like, I think in total it's 18 different missions,
And
which is a huge issue.
exactly, what's the list you're most afraid of, or when you play tested it, your list? What was it the hardest list type of list to play against?
It depends, because if they constantly are harassing me with infantry, like one stand at a time, it'll be an issue. Like, if you're a good player, I've been advocating this for like half a year or like a year along with this show, that if you just sit idle with your infantry and not act proactively, just sit there and get punished turn after turn and then hope to repel an assault in the end, lose. But if you utilize your infantry and constantly harass somebody or force them to assault through some infantry because they cannot move around it before they can get close to the infantry that is guarding the objective, then it's going to be hard. Especially if there's also a lot of terrain where they can get out of their foxholes and still stay concealed.
Still
So
have some cover, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Basically, what I'm most afraid of on my list, because my list is kind of a hybrid list between what you have and I mean the reconnaissance list and an infantry list. I'm playing my list as a reconnaissance list, and I'll be doing that like for the tournament and try to play either the infantry role or the aggressive reconnaissance attacking force. Hopefully, I'll be attacking most of the time because this is what I like doing, and hopefully, I
yeah,
will.
everybody likes to attack in version 4.
You'll be surprised, and especially I like to do that in missions where I can end my game in turn 3, because after
Yeah,
turn 3, my force it's a
it
very
will crumble. Yeah,
it's a very quick one. I mean, it's very fast to get on the objective. I'm getting on the objective on the first turn without any like I have to do a follow me and that's it, and I'm there. And other than that is yeah, it's very, let's say, it depends on the terrain we're going to play on. If we have a lot of terrain, I'm very happy because, as you said, with my guys, I can run them through forests and fields and stuff like that
yeah,
and
yeah,
try.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but it's
1 second, I have a question from Scott. What I'm using the Canadians rifle infantry. So it's a rifle infantry upgraded to Canadians with a lot of universal carriers, West's heavy machine guns, and then Daimlers on support, and Atkins and M10s, Achilles, and what else? And I have some Churchills, and the Churchills are there for the time when I will have to defend. Basically, they are my uh, crush all those little cars trying to stump me,
yeah,
or they will
and
try to
see,
do that.
did you notice that we are actually the only ones that are bringing Joe Eakins? You and I.
Exactly, yeah.
And you know what? If they become our MVPs, I'll just stand there with you,
Yeah,
high fiving,
yeah,
saying we
exactly.
broke the meta
Exactly, we broke the
with
meta.
your eight Achilles. Yeah,
Exactly.
especially now with the especially now with we've been notified that there's a lot of terrain. The fact that you can drive around and have a reroll with your Firefly, and he ignores the 1+ in armor on long range.
That's so useful.
It's huge. It's
That
huge.
that's so useful against IS-2s, for example, or
Yeah.
against other Russian tanks, where you can actually get 2 hits on a platoon, and then you ignore the +1 they have for the armor safe, and that's very useful. My Atkins will probably be in the reserves most of the time. That's
Yeah.
how I'll probably play it.
Yeah, mine too, because then you can utilize the reroll when he arrives from reserve.
Exactly. Then you have like one shot that probably will get in for sure. We should see how it goes. My painting is not done yet, but you've sent me some nice pictures that I want to show everybody. Let's see.
They're not done yet though, but it's a work in progress, and I thought we should bring some hobby stuff.
Exactly. Let's see them. I will have to create, I think. Um All right. I will have to create a PDF with them just to be able.
Andre, Helia is also bringing an elephant. I think there's like around 14 elephants or 10, 12 elephants, 12 elephants, let's say, at the tournament.
I don't know what to say about the elephant meta. I'm not afraid of the elephants because I'm playing British. I know that Russians will be afraid, Germans will be afraid because having your tigers against the against those elephants,
Rundown was 6. Yeah.
that will be pretty nasty for some of the people running tigers and stuff like that because they don't have an answer for the elephant, as most of the things they have are probably static. All right, let's see if I have them. All right, I have them right now. I will try to put the picture like this. All right, so they're up on the screen right now. We're starting with Havre, and you have like an unfolded. I will just wait for you to see.
Yeah. Yeah. This is some work in progress, and I actually bought this from. I just linked the homepage here in the chat. Just give me a second, because I bought the upgrades for the Aris from a UK site, which is called sandsmodels.com. And they're right. Yeah. The chat now. And they make all kinds of stuff that you can convert your either your bolt action miniatures or your Flames of War miniatures with. So I wanted to give my Ares a bit more character and try to show what they're actually made for, which is it's actually an engineer vehicle, and it wasn't driven by anyone from the tank corps, the Royal Tank Regiment. It was engineers that drove them. So what I've done is put on some fascines, as they're called, and being a 15-year army vet, I've used fascines before, both on exercises, but also I know some of the Danes used it in Afghanistan when I was there to cross rivers or creeks and stuff. Or like if you have a deep tank ditch, you can drop these bundles of branches into that tank ditch or into the river, and it's actually blown off. So it's fitted with little charges, so you can just trigger them. So it will blow the fascine into the ditch, and then the rest of the column can drive across it. And nice. I also, this is a work in progress on my mortars and some of the arrows I'm working on. And I also made a small bridge.
A small question.
I also bought from that company. And I'm gonna make it so that I can fit it on the Avery for display. And when I'm playing, I can take it off. Because
perfect.
You can imagine the difficulties driving around with a unfolded bridge.
Exactly. It's very nice. You don't have the card, unfortunately. That would have been very cool to have it for your Avres, to have the folding bridge. Especially now that we know that we're going to have a lot of rivers, and that will be very, very interesting. One thing that I see is that you're basing your mortars on a large base.
Say again?
you're basing your mortars on a large base?
Yes, I am, because Phil said that if you don't own the models, you can just use 3-inch mortars and say that they are the 4.2 inch.
All
But
right.
if you have the bases, you should put them on the large base if you own the 4.2 inch tubes.
So
And
basically,
you know
so
me, I'm also, even though I'm very competitive, I'm also into the painting competition
all right, all right,
and
all
into
right.
the hobbying side of it. And I want to win. You know, I won best painted before at DTC. So
Yeah,
that I saw that as an opportunity to make uh, some cool dioramas for my mortars as well.
exactly. They're very nice looking, and I really like them. It's very interesting that you decided to place them on large bases because they'll be a pain to have in your backyard. It will be a pain to have them there as you'll have to move things around them and stuff like that. They are still infantry, so basically they
It's still a
don't
3+, yeah.
yeah, but the most important thing is that they don't block line of sight for your defensive fire. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
this is good
But
because
hey, I would feel awful. I talked to Helge about it, our captain, if I should go full retard and put him on infantry bases and just say it, because Phil has said that it's okay. Like, again, don't
yeah,
say stuff like that. Like, say it should be fitted on the base that comes with them. So if
I'm
you want to bring him, put him on the large base, and makes sense. You know, it's a heavy mortar.
I'm coming with my six-inch mortar.
The
So
other camera too.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, I'm showing to the big camera because people need to see it first, and now I'm gonna show it to you. So it's on a small base, but I always played this for the big chemical mortars also, the 4.2 inch mortars also.
Yeah, as Tim is saying, it increases the command range for sure, Tim, for sure. And
It doesn't increase it that much, first of all. I mean,
no, 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 no.
you still get 6 under the template. You still get at least 3 under the template, but it's I think it will be a little bit difficult for him to park them somewhere in his backyard and have them there. I really like the Jeep on the big base with the tree and
Yeah, yeah,
everything. That's absolutely bonkers.
yeah, yeah. And that's what I thought. Like, no, and you know me to like loot and stuff. Like we wanna go that extra mile. And again, uh, if you're gonna look at those models for hours and hours, they might as well look good, you know. And to me, I find that especially the bases in Flames of War uh, inspires me to make little dioramas. So like each individual stand is a small diorama, whether they're trying to, you know, go through a field or cross some fences or taking cover behind a wall or so on and so forth. And I think a lot of people, you know, forget about that part of the hobby. You know, you can really like sometimes people I've seen Søren from Iceland, he makes like interlocking bases that when they are put together, they all create a huge diorama. So
Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice, and probably we're gonna get to see some of those at our Super Smash Flames. Uh, I don't know what to say. It looks nice. It looks absolutely very very nice. I'm trying to paint my guys' faces, so that's my level. Now, I will try to do something not as complicated as you are doing. I'm building mine with more of a D-Day plus one theme. So basically, they will be the guys fighting for Caen, for Khan,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
they'll be, I have some paratroopers also together with them in the base, so with the infantry. I have the Canadians and with the Canadian air troopers, airmen, because we had some detachments flying around and jumping off. The only unhistorical part will be the kangaroos, because they didn't have kangaroos until later. They used to have Sherman kangaroos, let's say,
Yeah.
but they were not the priests. The priests, they decided to convert to kangaroos later on. But I will bring my priest kangaroos. What can I say? They are the model for the job, and they should do it. They should do the trick for it.
Yeah.
I will do my best to at least finish the painting, like, get some details, get some weathering done, and stuff like that. Don't expect me to go this much crazy.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
But yeah. But just what is he saying, Scott?
that
Yeah,
the
they had ram kangaroos because the reason why they had rams were because they tried to build their own version of a medium tank, and then they found out they could just buy them or lease them from the US.
exactly.
So they scrapped the ram project, and then they had a lot of hulls and with undercarriage and everything that they could reutilize as a armored APC. So that's correct. It's a
Exactly.
ram kangaroo.
Exactly. Alrighty, that's about it for this episode. But we're not going anywhere until you tell us your anecdote.
Yeah. Um, this anecdote today will be about how can I put it? Like it's gonna be about in the in the Pacific theater during the Second World War. A lot of the fighting were island jumping, from island to island, and what they found out was that, as you know, the famous M1 Garand or Gerund rifle was the first repeater rifle, but it had this distinctive sound when the clip flew out of the rifle. So when the U.S. Marines were fighting against the Japanese, it made this distinct sound when it ran dry of bullets, let's say, and the Japanese quickly picked up on that. So they knew when they heard that sound, the guy had to reload so they could move forward and try to push the assault. And they had some success with that in the beginning, but then the Americans found out that they were reacting on the sounds of the M1 rifles. So most of them carried a small spare clip without anything on it and just threw it on a stone, so it would make a sound, like a ding sound. And then the Japanese would stick their heads out, and then they could shoot them. So from one issue that was like giving a bad advantage to the Japanese, they utilized that and turned it into an advantage for themselves. So it's a short anecdote today, but this is the one.
It's very nice,
It's
very
nice.
nice, and it's very fruitful. I didn't knew about these things, man. Christian, you are such a treasure to Men's House. You bring all the good things to our attention, and this is very nice. And as Patrick is saying, he's heading off for today, and we're also closing our live stream. Hopefully, you guys are happy to see us back on the live. We'll be back from Super Smash Flames with 3 days of broadcasting and 3 days of playing and 3 days of having fun and seeing how the tournament goes and how everything goes. Hopefully, I'll not be that upset about the outcome of my games, although I know I'll be winning most of them.
Tio, I say, watch out you don't, slip in all the bullshit lying around you.
Nah. Don't be afraid, my friend. Don't be afraid. Your time will come. Your time will come. No problem. I already know how to defeat your list. All right. So basically, see you guys in 2 weeks from now. Stay healthy. Hopefully, everybody will be able to get to the event without any big troubles, and we will have a great tons of fun at the event, and everything will be absolutely superb once we get to see each other one more time, because this is the main thing we are all aiming for, to get to see each other one more time and to be able to play the game, but most especially see each other and talk in person to one another and share a beer and have a laugh about various things, like how I'm gonna smash everybody at the Super Smash. It's like it's meant for me, Super Smash, you know? All right, Christian, thank you very much for being with us, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.